The best horror movies of the 1980s.
Oh.
It was originally a list of 55, but we'll do the top 20 plus notables.
All right.
Because 55's too many.
Yes.
I can't drive 55.
I can.
Yeah, that's
We
all
know.
you do.
We know.
Right away.
Anyway, coming in, and this is from Esquire.com, by the way.
Oh, Esquire.
Esquire.
Should have had my monocle on for
How
this.
about it?
Hey, Esquire. Coming in at 54. I don't remember what 55 was. It couldn't have been that good. Number 54 is a great movie. Stephen King's Christine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, 54?
Dude, you got to remember, there was a shitload of great horror
Hundreds.
movies.
Hundreds of horrors back then.
Great horror movies in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yep, 54 is Christine. Stephen King comes back at number 53 with the cute puppy Cujo.
Cujo?
Oh, yes, Cujo.
He's such a cute puppy.
Yep, till he gets the rabies.
Made me never want a fucking Saint Bernard. I'll
How
tell you
about
that much. I don't want one of them big slobbering bastards anyway. But to see Cujo just fucked me all up.
Yeah.
At number 52, a movie every Gen Xer must love. It's required. The Lost Boys.
Yes.
You're about to lose your card.
Look, it took me years to watch it. I finally watched it this year, and it was
What?
it was okay.
You didn't watch it back then?
No.
Christ, I think I went to go see that in the theaters.
What?
How the
He is a fucking communist.
Stop.
My God.
I didn't see it. Okay. It looked. There was too. I think there was too much.
He doesn't like Kiefer Sutherland.
It was good in Stand By Me.
He didn't like Corey Haim. Or was it Corey Feldman?
Both were in that.
No shit, but which one didn't you like?
I liked them all. Goonies was a great movie. I liked all that shit back then. I just didn't watch the goddamn thing. Gee.
You're about to lose your Gen X card.
I'm not. You can't
None of
lose
the
it.
Coreys were in Goonies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were.
Which?
Take his card.
Oh, that's right. No, you're
Don't
right.
take his card.
No, you're right.
You're about to lose your card,
right.
too.
No, you're right. I'm re-remembering. Yes, you're correct.
Number 50 is the first low-budget, just gore fest on the list. Motel Hell.
That movie was good up until the unmasking in the garden. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I never saw that movie.
You never saw Motel Hell? It's your typical cheesy 80s splatter fest.
But with Nancy Parsons in it. Val Bricker from Porky's.
Yeah.
Beulah.
Mhm.
Number 46. This one was remade in the 2000s. My Bloody Valentine. I think it was David.
That one wasn't one of the better ones.
No. But I think the remake had David Boreanaz in it, didn't it?
No, I didn't see the remake.
I think I remember watching the newer one, not the older one.
Yeah, that one wasn't very good. It's not one of my favorites. Number 45 is absolutely one of my favorites. And our friend Stephen King is back. Children of the Corn.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I just rewatched that around Halloween. I gotta say, it's less gory than I remembered it.
It is. They did I think it was on Prime. They did a reboot. Not necessarily a reboot, but a reimagining of it.
Yeah.
It was quite good.
Yeah, and the sequels that they did for it...
Sucked?
Not really. When they brought...
Oh, God.
Yeah, when they brought back some of the characters...
No, it was terrible. None of the sequels were very good. No, I respectfully disagree.
Okay.
Number 44, An American Werewolf in London.
Yes.
Yeah, this movie, I can tell you right now, this was one of the movies that DVD was made for because they fixed the lighting.
Yes.
In the VHS version, everything was dark when the movie theater scene, and you didn't see it. But when David Naughton's friend's character, I can't remember his name, but when they redid it in DVD, they changed the lighting where you could actually see the decay.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I mean, for the early '80s, the visual effects on this are striking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like the transformation scenes. I want to say it was Tom Savini who did it.
probably.
But
Genius master.
They're fucking amazing.
Absolutely.
For the time frame. At number 43. Now we're back into the bargain basement horror movie realm. Before the fat bloated bastard did fat bloated movies about people walking too fucking much, Peter Jackson did a horror movie called Bad Taste.
Oh God, this was so.
I don't remember that one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, watch it. You're fucking genius. You're fucking
It was
genius.
I think
director.
it was his first film, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
He had another horror movie too called Monkey Shines. I don't remember.
I wonder if he also did Rabid Grannies.
I don't know if he did Rabbit Grannies, but this is everybody honks on his fucking Bobo for Lord of the Rings, which are absolute fucking drivel.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
He did this one, and it's better than Lord of the Rings. Fuck you, I said what I said.
Have you ever seen Lord of the Rings?
Listen, directorially, Lord of the Rings.
I don't need to.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but directorially, it is fantastic. The problem with the Lord of the Rings is not the movies; it's the story.
I'm not wasting 12 hours of my fucking
No,
life
no,
on
but I'm
these
saying
movies.
directorially, they are fast. They're beautiful movies, but the story is dog shit.
Big fucking hand job.
All right.
I have the extended versions.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck would you want to extend that for?
It's all extras on another DVD.
At number 42. Great movie. Child's Play.
Yes.
Yes. Awesome movie.
Yeah, I enjoy that one. Charles Lee Ray. Number 41 is a movie that I love, a cult classic. Lance Henriksen, who is in like every 80s horror movie, is in this one. Mm. And Naudis, we actually used a snippet from this as the intro to one of our songs.
Okay.
The song 9 Steps to Nowhere. We used a snippet from the movie Pumpkinhead.
All right.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, Lance Henriksen's in this. But we use a clip. Pumpkinhead's a demon.
Right.
Okay.
No, yeah.
And Lance Henriksen's kid gets killed, and he goes looking for help for revenge. And he goes and meets this witchy woman, and she says to him, "For each of all men's sins, a special demon exists. You're looking at vengeance. Pure, plain as venom vengeance. Give me your hand." And then we bust into 9 Steps to Nowhere.
Oh, boy.
Great fucking movie.
That is a good
That was a
movie.
good fucking song, too. Number 39. It shouldn't have been part of the franchise. They should have called it something else, and it would have been a much better fit. But Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
I thought this was just terrible.
That's the one with the masks.
Yes.
As a company guy trying to take over the.
Yes.
Yeah.
that was-
If they would have just called it Season of the Witch,
Yes.
it would have been a lot more accepted, I think.
I have no idea why they. You're right. I have no idea why they did call that Halloween 3.
Well, because they wanted. Originally, Halloween was going to be an anthology type.
Yes, it was going to be an anthology, and then the character of Michael Myers took off, and
Yeah.
thus was born what we know as Halloween.
Yes.
Number 38. This is a great movie, and if not the debut, one of the earliest, performances by the great Michael Rooker.
Okay.
Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.
That one I never saw.
It's a
never saw that
dramatization of a true story of a guy named Henry Lee Lucas,
Right.
who allegedly murdered between 2 people and 300 people, if you believe everything that goes. Dude, I'll find the documentary and I'll fucking send you guys the documentary to watch on Henry Lee Lucas.
Oh, my.
Dude, this guy was... He was a drifter from Texas, very low IQ, possibly, quite probably, mentally deficient.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucked up story.
All right.
Number 37 is a great movie, And our friend Stephen King is back yet again. Great theme song to this one, too. The Ramones, Pet Sematary.
Yes.
Yep.
And the reboot was fucking great as well.
Absolutely. And that prequel.
Bloodlines.
Oh, my God.
Awesome.
Yeah, I tried watching. I couldn't get into it.
I loved it.
Oh, that was so good.
I highly recommend everything but Pet Sematary 2.
I like that one.
It was not it wasn't terrible, but it doesn't live up to the rest of them. It doesn't live up to the
Clancy
original.
Brown as an undead man. It's just
Well, Clancy Brown's great in anything.
yeah.
Yeah, I Clancy Brown is great in fucking anything. meanest screwed ever walk a turn at Shawshank.
Yep.
All right, number 36, a great 80s vampire movie, and everybody had perfectly coiffed hair. Fright Night.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's always a fun movie to watch. I haven't watched that one in a while. I should go back and redo it.
That's fun up to the point where it's like the guy knows you don't invite him in. His father invites him in.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. It's like
Yeah. Number 35. Another fucking just great, fun romp of a horror movie. Day of the Dead.
Yes.
yeah, I think that's one where it shows that mankind is worse than the dead.
Yes. Because it's essentially an indictment of our consumerism. You know? It all takes place in a mall. And like the dead are hearkening back to their former consumer whore selves. You know, we're back to instinct.
Yep.
Number 33, The Howling.
Absolutely love that movie.
I know I've seen it, but I've seen it once back then.
And then there were a couple others too, like sequels, and I enjoyed that movie a lot. I enjoyed that series a lot.
Yeah, the Howling movies weren't terrible at all. Number 31, underrated. Bill would hate this one. Cannibal Holocaust.
I never saw that.
It's a really interesting movie. It's about a group of people that get they get lost in the rainforest.
Okay.
And they come across an indigenous tribe who's into cannibalism.
Is that anything like Green
The Green Inferno is directly ripped off of this.
Okay.
I think what Eli Roth did was he remade it.
Yeah.
And just gave it a different name. Yeah. It's like directly fucking ripped off.
Okay.
And I love Eli Roth, and I love The Green Inferno.
Yeah.
But this one was first.
And I know in the early days of the internet, stills of this movie were passed around on certain sites as like fact of what was going on like now.
Yeah.
Well, if people hadn't seen the movie.
Yeah. That was on Dan's Gallery of the Grotesque.
Consumption Junction.
Rotten.com.
Yeah.
Yep. There were stills from this purported legit movie because there was a point when people were trying to make you believe that this was real. Like the Faces of Death series.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this was like before found footage was a thing.
Yeah. Number 30. A highly underrated picture that was redone. Rutger Hauer is a phenomenal sick fuck in this movie. The Hitcher.
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of the few where the good guys don't win.
No, they don't.
Yes.
No, they don't. C. Thomas Howell, I believe.
See Thomas Howell.
And Jennifer Jason Leigh.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember who the female was in it, but I know.
I think it was Jennifer Jason
Yeah.
Leigh. But yeah, she gets pulled apart by a tractor trailer truck.
Yep.
Kids, don't pick up fucking hitchhikers.
Nope.
Bad news. Number 28. We're back to Stephen King involvement. The original Creep Show.
Oh, I love that
Yes,
one.
that was good.
God, I love Creep Show.
Yeah. They did Shudder did a series, redid a series too, of Creep Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good shit. I have the Shudder subscription. tied in with my Amazon Prime because I have AMC Plus, and you can find it on there. And at number 25 is Creepshow 2.
That should be switched.
Wow.
Creepshow is better than Creepshow 2.
Well, I can't argue,
Yeah.
but of them, I think I like Old Chief Woodenhead.
My
Might be
favorite,
the-
my
my
favorite
favorite.
is The Birthday.
Oh yeah, oh Father's Day.
Father's Day. Where's my cake, Bedelia?
you bitch.
Yes. Oh God, I love that one.
That's a fucking great one. And then, Stephen King as Jordy Verrill.
Yep. And Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen.
Yep.
In the drowning one. I don't know what the names of them are.
Right.
I think the only one that didn't fly with me was The Crate.
The Crate was all right.
Was that with the mummy in it?
No, that was like and that one wasn't. That was like the only one I didn't care for, but the rest of that movie absolutely loved. And
The Raft was all right.
The Raft was, I don't know. The Raft was again.
That was 2.
Yeah, between Raft, Chief Woodenhead, and I'm trying
The
to
Hitchhiker.
The Hitchhiker was the good one.
Yeah.
That was that was supposed to have a Barbara Eden. And
Yeah.
she backed out at the last minute. But the Hitchhiker was like the best of those.
Of Creepshow 2.
Yeah.
Creepshow 1, you had Father's Day. Then you had the dude, the rich dude, like the Howard Hughes type guy.
With the cockroaches,
Yep,
yes.
with the roaches.
Oh, and they did the comic panel stuff in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wonderful to watch.
That was some of Tom Savini's best work.
Yes.
Savini played the guy in the back of the news truck too.
Yes.
That was Tom Savini.
In the second one he played the creep, and he hated it. He hated it because he didn't like to be made up.
No.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 23. This should be way fucking higher on this list. This is top 10 in my humble opinion. And as a horror junkie, I think that should hold a little sway with all you motherfuckers. 23 is Hellraiser.
Absolutely.
I think it's pretty, because when you're talking, and that's still in like a very high number.
Should be higher.
You know,
Hellraiser. This is another one that was rebooted. Hulu rebooted it.
And
And
that was done pretty good.
though it was done very well. And it was the first time, if you've ever read the book, The Hellbound Heart by Clive Barker, this is the first time. Pinhead's never called Pinhead, by the way. It's Hell Priest. And if you read the book, Hell Priest is described not as Doug Bradley, but as a female. And the Hulu reboot, they actually cast a female in the Pinhead role, and she killed it.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. 22. This one started not only a franchise, but almost single-handedly started the genre of the slasher film where sex equals death. Friday the 13th.
Yep. Knew you were going there with
Yeah.
that one.
I don't know if I have the first one as one of the better ones. They got better.
They got
did
better,
get better.
and then they really fell
Yeah.
off a cliff.
Yeah.
I think after 4 is when it kind of went kablooey off the rails.
Two through four, I think, is the best of the bunch.
Yeah. But then they just had to find stupid ways to get him to come back
Yeah.
to life and have him go there and have him go here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jason X was fucking trash.
Yeah.
Jason Takes Manhattan was
Yeah.
fucking trash.
What the
That was horrid. Number 20. Here we are. Now we're in the top 20. Based on an H.P. Lovecraft story and one of the great 80s horror films, should be much higher in my estimation, Re-Animator.
Yes.
Oh man, that was
That was.
gory.
Oh, yeah.
Remember.
You think?
That's a fucking great movie.
Oh.
I absolutely love Re-Animator. Re-Animator 2 wasn't that good, but Re-Animator 1 was... and there's just enough humor in it. You know, just enough like pitch black humor in it to make it that much more fun. Number 19 is a movie I actually never saw. Happy Birthday to Me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Oh my God, that's it. Oh yes, that is one where girl's basically making up her own birthday party
Okay.
by getting her friend, and it's just a classic, just serial killer kind of thing.
Oh, she's like killing her friends, and then like setting them up around. The
Yes.
Oh,
it's awesome.
boy.
Nice. Number 18. One of the underrated slasher films of the era. We've got Slumber Party Massacre.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a very weird one. With a big fucking drill.
And a guitar.
And a guitar.
50s greaser.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they threw everything at the movie.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Let's see what we can fucking come up with here.
Yeah.
Number 17. Pretty fucking hardcore ripoff of Friday the 13th. Sleepaway Camp.
Yes.
I think I was not. No, it was no ripoff. That was.
In the concept. In the execution, not so much.
Yeah, it was. That's one of my, and it's a really good series too. They didn't drop off with the second and third ones, but yeah, it's a really good. But yeah, the thing is, it's like in the beginning you think the killer is one person. Again, like Friday the 13th, this is a different person.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
you know, it seems like everybody kind of deserved to die. It wasn't like just because sex.
Right.
It was like,
Is that the one where the killer was? Everyone thought was a woman, but ended up actually being a man.
yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Number 16, a movie near and dear to all of our hearts. The Evil Dead.
There we go.
Yep. Good movie.
Great movie.
The original was definitely a horror.
Yeah. The original was a horror. The reboot was a horror. 2 and Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
Those are fucking comedies, man.
Yes, they
and
are.
Sam Raimi is a genius for them.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 15. This movie was not that good. Maniac Cop.
I never saw that.
Don't bother.
Was that the one with the actor that had that really kind of big chin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more of a cult classic than anything.
Yeah. And I'm not part of that cult.
No.
No, I'm not in. I'm not
Actor
on
with
that
the
one.
big chin.
Oh, dude,
He has, yeah.
it's like
Jay Leno?
The Tick.
yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, and again, he was played in a lot of roles. He owned it, and he was like always played like a heavy or a mob boss.
Yeah.
Or something like that, and he kept his career going all those years.
Yep. Number 14. Kids shouldn't play with dead things. Poltergeist.
There we go.
The PG.
Yeah.
One of the reasons we have PG-13.
Yes.
Yep.
Poltergeist.
Yeah. Oh, Poltergeist.
No. No. You've nailed money to the table. That's a classic.
Yes, it is.
This next one, the movie that comes in at 13, could have been so much better if they would have kept it a straight fucking horror movie. Gremlins.
That's a good.
It's not a horror movie.
I wouldn't consider it a horror movie either. You're
Really?
not right. It's more like a action adventure.
There's too there's too much cutesy shit in it to be a good
Definitely.
true horror movie.
Yeah, but you need
Especially
that.
when the little old lady goes flying up a ramp and out the window.
This could have been a lot more of a horror film.
But again, they build it as a PG Christmas movie with a cute little cuddly thing.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
And I want to bet I would love. Can you imagine the parents taking their kids at theater on opening night? How aghast they were at the kitchen scene.
Oh, dude. Well,
I
these are the same type of parents that got pissed off when they took their kids to see fucking Deadpool.
bingo. I remember people like, I can't believe they're saying that and doing this. Oh my God! But
But they were warned it was an R-rated movie.
Exactly.
There was no warning for this. The trailers leading up to it didn't show any of the Green Gremlins. They billed it as a Christmas movie with this little mogwai that was really cute. And I would love to have been there on the day when like the parents just went and saw this movie.
But oh
And,
shit!
and when they went into the microwave and the thing blew up right there.
Right.
It's like, oh my God. And what's this? And that character actor gets run over by the plow. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so much death and destruction in this movie.
Yeah, but it
It's-
wasn't scary.
it was. For little kids at that time, it was probably really scary.
Nah, I was a kid at the time, and it wasn't scary.
Anyway, you're not the prototypical
My
child.
kids watched it.
They knew what they were
they're-
getting into.
Yeah, but your kids are not. Your kids are kids now.
I'm talking when they were younger, like 6 and 8.
Yeah. Okay. Number 12 is a remake.
Really?
Originally done by Vincent.
Oh.
Originally a Vincent Price film.
Okay.
Later redone with Jeff Goldblum as the lead actor.
Mm-hmm.
The Fly.
Absolutely love that movie.
Yep.
Oh, the ending! Holy shit!
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, and the graphics when his teeth just start falling out, his fingernails.
Gina Davis was fantastic in this movie as
Absolutely.
well. I mean, Jeff Goldblum was great as Seth Brundle.
Yeah.
And Gina Davis was great as his love interest. The Fly was great. The Fly 2 sucked
Yes.
with, I think Eric Stoltz was
Yeah.
in
I
that.
remember, but
Yep.
yeah, that was not as good.
That was terrible. Number 11 is an underrated vampire movie, Near Dark.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
I never did either.
I watched it a long time ago. It's a vampire movie. Lance Henriksen's in this one
Okay.
as well. So, I'm down. Number 10 is a movie I don't recall. Videodrome. I don't
heard of
recall-
it.
I've heard of it too. I don't recall ever seeing
Yeah.
it.
It was a Cronenberg movie, I think.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I haven't seen it.
I want to say I did, but I probably only saw it once back then, but I don't remember. I don't remember it.
I don't remember either.
I
Number
don't know.
9 is a movie I know for sure I've never seen. It's called Tenebrae. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Okay.
No, that has to be a cult
Tenebre.
movie.
Yeah,
It's got to be.
Never seen that.
I've never seen it, so we'll move on.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, The Fog.
Oh, that's a good one. That had Jamie Lee Curtis in it.
Then I don't know.
I'm trying to think of who was the lead female in that.
I'm not sure.
That's the one with the fog would come into the town and it had all the zombies from a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ended in like the church or the lighthouse or something like that.
Okay, then I don't think I've seen this one. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's a good one. You should check that one out.
I think they did a reboot of that.
I think you're right.
But it took place in the town and they were held up in the store and they thought all these people were dying, and that's when the guy heard all these things coming and he basically shot the whole family, and then when the fog disappeared there was like nothing there.
Yeah. Number 7, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
2?
The one with Dennis
Yes.
Hopper.
Yes.
Huh.
Huh.
I figured the first one would have been.
That was 70s.
Ah.
Aha!
Yeah, Tobe Hooper did the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 74.
I thought, well, 2 was all right. I thought it
2 was okay. 3 was terrible.
Yeah, agreed.
3 was terrible. The reboots were okay. The Netflix reboot, was fucking atrocious. But like Leatherface and the reboots that they did in the early 2000s, those were good. But yeah, this is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 was the one where they had the cover was Leatherface was standing there, and the bar said to saw his family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 2, the cover was a mock-up of The Breakfast Club.
Yes. Yep. Number 6. We talked about the original a few minutes ago. A great movie, but this is like one of the first true horror comedies.
Yeah.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
Dead by Dawn.
Yes.
It was only a comedy because of the way Campbell played it, though.
Oh, dude.
Smacking himself in the head with the plates
Yeah.
and all that. I mean, it was still...
And the hands.
It was
screaming
still
away,
very
"Fuck
well
you,
a
fuck
horror.
you."
Yeah, there
Oh,
was...
yeah. There was enough horror elements in it, but Bruce Campbell just fucking chews up everything in this. and this the Evil Dead movies, especially 2, are what made me fall in love with Bruce Campbell's fucking work.
Yes.
You know, I love anything Bruce Campbell does except Burn Notice.
Burn Notice wasn't bad.
It's fucking terrible.
All right.
Fucking terrible. I'm Michael Weston. When you used to be a spy, fuck you. The only thing watchable on that show is Sam Axe.
Well, I've never really watched this show. I've just seen clips of it. But
Every
it didn't
night,
seem terrible.
every night,
This is why he hates it.
every night when I go to bed, Missy's up there, she's asleep, and fucking Burn Notice is on my TV. That's what she falls to sleep to, damn near every night.
That'd drive me nuts.
No. Can't do it. Number 5. One of the greatest horror franchises of all time. A Nightmare on Elm Street.
There we go.
Yep. That was that was a good one when it came out.
Oh, it was a fucking gem.
Yep.
And that's another one like along the lines of Friday the 13th, where until they jumped the shark, they were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to know when they jump the shark, though, because it varies from person to person.
The Dream Child.
Maybe.
In my estimation, it's the Dream Child.
Yeah.
Which one was that? Was that 4 or 5?
Dream Warriors was 4.
Dream Warriors was 3.
Was
I was
Dream
gonna say
Warriors 3?
Dream Warriors was 3.
Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Revenge, Dream Warriors, Dream.
Was there one Freddy Strikes Back? Oh, you said
No. Dream.
No, that's the Empire Man. That's a
Dream-
whole different franchise.
Dream Child was 5.
Okay.
Anyway,
Dream Warriors. I think my Dream Warriors was my favorite one of that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great movie.
Yes.
Number 4, a movie I'm not sure I've seen. Possession.
I don't think I've
That's a
ever seen
Misfits song.
Yeah, it is. No, it's a Danzig song.
Misfits.
Don't tell Glenn that.
Sorry.
He'll fight you.
it.
But you're bigger than him. You might be like Danny from the Northside Kings and just knock him the fuck out
I wouldn't. I'd ask for an autograph first.
and then punch him out.
No, I wouldn't punch him out. I'm not violent.
Oh, then he'd pay me to do it.
No, it's a wait. Oh yeah. Speaking of money, I have your money, guys.
Oh, okay. Number 3.
Don't let me forget.
Okay. Number 3. Aliens.
Now that's the second one.
Yes.
Yes, that's the second one.
Okay, because that whole franchise is so similar. I get so confused on which ones are which.
This is the one where at the end she gets in the mechanical yellow. Like,
Yeah, all right.
suit and kicks. This one has Lance Henriksen in it again as a cyborg.
Yes.
Yep.
Number 2. The Thing.
Oh, I love that movie.
Good movie.
I love it. There's actually 3 of them now.
Thing 1, Thing 2, Thing 3?
No, there was an original Thing in the 50s. Then they redid it with Kurt Russell.
Uh-huh.
And then they have another one out that came out not too long ago. I love this movie so much. I love that spot with the Petri dish scene.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to have my kids watch it with me. And it was over. What'd you think? Those special effects sucked. What do you want? From back then.
I thought they
Fucking
were good.
1984.
I know. Come on.
Yeah.
Fucking do better, Bella.
God.
I thought it was just fine.
Exactly.
Exactly. I loved it.
And number 1, according to Esquire.com, the greatest horror movie of the 1980s. And it's really fucking hard to argue this. In fact, I'm listening to the audiobook right now. One of my favorite horror films of all time by the great Stephen King, The Shining.
Oh, yes.
All right.
If you've never read the book, do yourself a favor, and at the very least, if you have Spotify, you can listen to the book for free if you have a premium Spotify account, which is what I'm doing right now.
Or if you're not lazy, just read a book.
I do it when I'm driving, you fucking nitwit.
You could read while you're driving. I've seen it all the time.
I don't do that. But kids, don't fucking drive while you're don't drive while you're reading, or don't read while you're driving. However you want to put it. But no, I'm listening to the audiobook of The Shining right now.
Yes.
And I mean, it's a King book, so there's a ton of detail.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a long fucking book. It's like the audiobook is like almost 16 hours.
Jesus Christ.
The audiobook is almost 16 hours. I'm on chapter 41 right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so much shit that even Kubrick couldn't put into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Or else we'd have a fucking 18-hour movie.
Oy, oy, oy.
But, dude, the book is fucking fantastic. And to think King wasn't happy with this adaptation.
Yeah.
But then again, it's Kubrick.
Mm-hmm.
And Kubrick will take liberties.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think King was happy with any adaptations of his movies.
No, there's been very few that he's been okay. I like this one,
Yeah.
but that's why he did Maximum Overdrive.
Yep.
That way he had full control of it.
Mm-hmm.
He was happy with Pet Sematary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because he played the priest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was happy with the reboot of Pet Sematary,
Mm-hmm.
which is actually closer to the source material. But yeah, number one best horror movie of the 80s. Hard to argue it, is The Shining.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few notables that were missing from that top.
Oh, yeah.
Prom Night,
Prom Night's great.
Street Trash.
Carrie.
Oh, God.
Yes! Viper, man!
Carrie, I think, was 79.
Oh, okay.
I think Carrie was 79.
Slaughter High. No, Return to Slaughter High. That had Jan Brady in it.
What about any of the Trauma films?
Toxic Avenger.
Yes, all of them. Class of
Nukem
1999.
High. Class of Nukem High.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Here's one. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I geeked when I found it on streaming. Fuck, now I can't remember the name of it. It's about two brothers, the Tutman brothers. They were Blood Diner.
Okay.
I've never seen that. You've talked about this before.
Oh, such a fucking fun movie.
Fisher's Video. They had I love this. I mean, they had, it was a block from my house. It was on 2nd Street, on the same, right next to Alum. So I just would walk half a block. They had a dungeon where you'd come down. There were spooky lights and webs and everything else. My mom signed a waiver that I could rent R-rated movies. And I constantly was renting and I got to see these when they came out.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was going back and watching them. And, oh, God, I loved Return to the Living Dead was the one that finally freaked me out because I also live close to a cemetery.
Yeah.
But, yeah, oh, God, I loved all. And I still have a big collection of, like, 80s horror. And I love those movies, so a special place in my heart.
Oh, mine too.
I love the cheesy ones more than, like, your Aliens or The Thing. I still love those as well. But the ones where it's just like, a kid in a school, let's do it a holiday. What holiday haven't we killed yet?
Right.
Well,
I mean, you talked about Fishers. Here in town, we had Terry's.
Terry's, yes.
We had Terry's Music Explosion. I still see Terry Eckhart from time to time. I still see Terry, and I miss those days. And then we had Vacation Video.
Okay.
But that's where I got all of these cheesy 80s horror movies from.
My mom.
Go ahead.
My mom worked at the video store in Summit Hills, so I got just to go in. Whenever she closed, I walk in. Okay, what can I get? No, just take a couple movies. There you go.
What about like movies like Basket Case?
Yep, Basket Case was another good one. That was a freaky one.
The Stuff.
The Stuff. That one freaked me out.
Yeah.
That would put me off cool it for a while.
What?
Oh, you never saw The Stuff?
No.
Oh, as I said, everything could kill you, and it was always either the government or aliens.
Yes.
And I said I must have watched almost every movie in that little dungeon area. I would just take one up and bring it back out. Finally, one of the people said, "I can't rent this to you." I says, "No, it's okay, Mom. I know it's an R-rated movie." I was obviously 13.
Yeah.
I said, "Call my house. My mom will tell you. It's just okay."
Yeah. You read your waiver.
Yeah, I was. Oh God, I saw so many, and I would just and so many Street Trash was probably the one that also scarred the hell out of a young me.
Yeah.
You know, just when people melting.